Na naman, parang ikaw ang ganda-ganda mo dyan. Grabe na hindi mo ngayon. Paano ba yung atake mo ngayon? Fresh ng sakura na ano talaga. At laki-laki na hiti. Feeling ko talaga naglapit ka ng pahinga. Oo, tama yan. Deserve mo yan ng mga cheese na hindi mo mag-relax-relax ka muna. Oo, after a long week na pagtatrabaho,
Deserve mo rin na magkaroon ng pahinga. Kasi naman, ang nasa isip, pera, pera, pera. Eh, paano ba naman kasi ang taas ng bilihin, di ba? Kaya naman talagang iisipin ang pera pang gastos. Oo, dahil hindi natatapos ang bills. Pero okay lang, today is your day para mag-relax dyan, mga kamachis. At habang nagre-relax ka ba dyan, aba, kinig-nood ka na dito sa ating programang Match Made. Siyempre, every Sunday yan, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. Dito lang yan sa True FM 105.9, True TV, 1PH, Signal Play, Spotify. Talagang everywhere na tayo. Tutok na rin sa YouTube, mag-subscribe na. At sa ating mga social media accounts, mag-follow na kayo. O ayan, sa mga past episodes natin na hindi nyo natukan, pwedeng-pwede nyo yung balikan sa ating Spotify and YouTube channel. At ngayon nga, syempre, alam nyo na yan. Dito sa ating programa, nagbibigay tayo at nag-share tayo ng mga kwentong may chemistry. Yes, in all forms yan. Mapa situationship, work, pag-ibig, ano man yan, basta may connection. Pasok na pasok yan dito sa ating programang Match Made. Kwentong match, made to happen. Kasama nyo nga ang inyong DJ Diva ng Bayan, Anna Ramsey. At syempre, alam nyo na yan, hindi ako nagsosolo. Kasama ko ang talagang fresh na si Doc Camps. Doc, kaway ka muna dyan.
An amazing Sunday sa inyong lahat. Ito, iba na naman yung buhok ko.
Di ba nga,
Naglalaro
every
yata ang buhok ko.
Sunday, ginagawa ka nilang Barbie dyan. O, di ba?
Kaya nga.
Alam niyo na, si Doc ang ating scientist behind the kilig and sakit ng ulo. Kaya mapapakinggan natin ang mga mapupulot nating aral. Oo, ayan. So, tutok lang kayo, mga kamatchis. And alam niyo na, eto na. Oo, bago ang lahat, magpasalamat muna tayo sa mga mahal nating sponsors, of course. Thank you very much sa Spotlight Creatives. Dito yan, located sa 3rd floor, Creekside Square 74 sa Tomas Morato Avenue, 112, Quezon City. Complete address na yan kasi baka nga gusto mo rin talagang ma-experience etong ating setup ngayon. Napakagandang setup. And of course, thank you very much also sa ating Pixel Image for covering this episode. Maraming salamat. Oh, eto na inaabangan nyo. Wala na akong kuda-kuda dyan. Agad-agad yan. Dumako na tayo sa mga chismis na talagang inaabangan nyo, mga kamachis. Siyempre, ang talagang nananalatay sa ating dugo. Oh, ayan. Pag-usapan na natin at makisabay tayo sa mga ganap online. Simulan natin Match News. Number 1, gas, ginto at gastos. GGG. Grabe, nakaka-GG naman talaga. Diba? Sino ang talagang talo sa presyo? Nako, eto na naman tayo, Doc Camps, kasi nga posibleng tumaas na naman ng 20 pesos per liter ang
Kaya
taas
nga.
presyo ng diesel. Na para bang araw-araw na lang iyak, tawa ka na lang talaga, habang ang kerosene nga ay maaaring umabot pa ito sa 38.50 pesos per liter. Ayon yan sa projections, ha? Grabe.
Okay.
Eto, kapag tumataas ang fuel prices natin, hindi lang gasolina ang apektado talaga, aminin nyo ha. Sumasabay din ang pamasahe at presyo ng pagkain. Lahat-lahat yan, mga pangunahing bilihin. Sabay-sabay yan tataas. Oo. Kaya naman para sa maraming Pilipino, ang mga, of course, ang oil price hike nga ay hindi lang economic issue yan, Doc, di ba?
Oo
Direktang
naman.
tama ito sa araw-araw na budget. Oo, kasabay nito, syempre, ang naging usap-usapan din ha, ang pagtatapos ng free fuel for life na benefit sa atin ngang si Heidelin Diaz mula yan sa Phoenix Petroleum. Okay. Ayon nga sa kanyang kampo, eto daw hindi umano patas na tila sa atleta na napupunta na ang sisi no, sa pagtatapos nga ng benepisyo. Naku, nagbukas ito ng diskusyon tungkol nga sa corporate responsibility, sustainable ng perks at kung paano nga ba pinapahalagahan oo, ang ating mga atleta. Anong masasabi mo doon, Doc?
Actually, nagkaroon ng issue yan dahil sinasabi hindi daw totoo yun.
Ano lang? Fake
parang,
news?
Parang hindi daw nila na-fulfill yung supposed to be responsibility.
So ever since, ano yun, kuda-kuda lang?
Kaya nga, parang nagkaroon ng reklamuhan.
Or parang 2 years lang yata na sustain,
Oo,
something
parang
like
hindi
that?
forever.
Oo,
na
so
nangyari.
mali yung caption na fuel, free fuel forever. Oo. So nagkaroon ng conflict. I think nagkaroon yata ng contract si Heidelin sa ibang gas station
station.
din. Oo. So nagkaroon ng parang conflict of interest. No, so ayan ang isa sa mga naging chika. Anong sinyo dyan, mga kamachis? Oo, kaya naman ang tanong sa tuloy-tuloy na pagtaas ng presyo ng gasolina. Nako, eto na. Ano nga ba ang mga talagang malaking naaapektuhan sa pang-araw-araw na buhay?
Ang dami.
Ang dami, parang lahat.
Kasi parang domino effect siya, di ba? Dahil kasi imposible naman na kung sasabihin mo pagkain, bakit? Dahil kasi yung transportation ng
Pag-deliver ng goods,
di ba?
definitely.
So, importante na yan. Kaya nga sabi ko, dahil kasi malapit lang itong Spotlight Creatives. Kung pwede
Oo.
nga lang talagang
Lakarin.
Kaya ko siyang lakarin kung wala akong dala. Dahil kasi
Oo.
talagang it's a 15-minute walk lang yung bahay namin dito.
Kaya nga simulan na nating maglakad. Hindi lang dahil matutulungan tayong pumayat. Makakatipid tayo. Pero pagod na pagod ka naman, Kamachi, diba? Grabe, lahat halos talaga maaapektuhan ang pagbabudget mo. Even magkakaroon ng trade-off, no? Kagaya nung sa mga Kamachis natin na tipong nagtatrabaho sila, sobrang workaholic, and then nakasanayan na nila like quarterly nagtatravel sila. Magkakaroon ng trade-off na imbis ilalagay nila sa pagbabakasyon yun, syempre, malalagay yun sa mga priorities. Kailangan unahin ang mga priorities.
Parang kagaya rin nung time ng COVID, parang siguro babalik yung mga nagbibisikleta. Di ba? Mas marami nagbibisikleta. Mas
totoo.
marami talaga na makikita mo na 2 motor vehicle lang ang ginagamit. Di ba? Kasi nga, ang hirap din para sabihin mo na kung gagamit ka ng malaking sasakyan, tapos
Totoo.
actually, ang mahirap, hindi yung yung pagbayad sa gasolina. Yung iba, wala talagang gasolina. Yung ibang mga gas station.
Nauubusan na ng supply.
Oo, kaya nga, hindi ka na pwede magpa-full tank ngayon. Kung minsan sinasabi nila, Sir, ma'am, hanggang 10 liters lang po ang pwede nyo.
Para at least ma-distribute din sa
Yes.
iba. Oo. So, ang hirap, no? Hindi natin alam kung paano ang gagawin at kung hanggang kailan ito mangyayari. 'Di ba? Ang hirap talaga. Pero ito, agad-agad dumako tayo sa match news number 2. Aba, hindi joke, hindi rin sorry. Ann Curtis versus Bastos culture. Ito na, umani ng backlash si Bong Suntay matapos ngang magbanggit ng sexual fantasy tungkol sa aktres na si Ann Curtis sa ibang public event. Maraming mga netizens ang talagang na-call out. Sinabing hindi na ito biro, kundi bastos na remark. Lalo na't at binabanggit ang isang babae na wala naman sa event. Nagsalita si Ann Curtis at diretsahang sinabi, I do not accept your non-apology. Nagtrending ang issue at nabuksan ang usapan tungkol sa respect, boundaries at accountability ng public figure. Eto na ang chika, mga kamachis. Agad-agad yan. May jokes na mga pangbarkada lang, di ba, Doc? Meron ding mga pang-mic na at of course yung may audience, hindi yan biro, lalo na of course it's a public responsibility na rin yan, no? And real talk, eto, hindi lahat ng apology ay talagang apology. Minsan, PR lang, 'di ba, na may konting sorry. Kaya naman ang tanong, eto na mga kamachis, kapag joke, pero may na-disrespect, joke pa rin ba yan o red flag na yan?
Okay, unang-una kasi nandito tayo sa District 4, siya yung congressman.
Sabay ganun.
Anyway, ganito. Ang Quezon City kasi, talagang sila nga yung nagpapaigting nung sinasabi nga
Empowerment.
na bawal bastos law.
Yes.
So, kung sasabihin natin na talagang nakakabastos yung pangyayari, oo. Kasi pwede naman natin sabihin na kung sasabihin niya in imagination, ay sinong pinapantasya mo? Tayo pwede natin pag-usapan, di ba? Sinasabi natin, pangalan ng artista, pero tayong dalawa lang yun. Hindi natin i-broadcast sa ibang tao yun, dahil kasi nakakahiya.
And to think kasi it's not the proper setting
Oo.
'di ba? And
Tapos-
wala dun yung
Yung tao.
taong yon. And bakit ibo-brought up yung ganong klaseng salita sa isang ganong ka-decent na set up and
Oo,
setting?
at the same time, siguro pagdating sa ganyan, sasabihin mo rin na paano kung yung personality, syempre, ang kagaya ni Ann Curtis, my God, bakit mo kailangang i-broadcast yung mga ganun? Tapos ikaw rin, politiko ka eh.
Yes.
Parang hindi nararapat na dapat, di ba, ipakita mo yung respeto mo sa mga tao. Hindi yung ganong klaseng pag-i-imagine. Sana ang imagination nga yun eh. Kaya nga dapat you keep it to yourself eh.
Oo. And that's why we have to be very mindful of what we say and sensitive enough, di ba, sa mga
Oo.
ilalabas nating salita. Kasi once na ilabas na yan sa bibig mo, lalo na dun sa taong sasabihan mo, hindi na yun mabubura sa isip eh. Nasabi mo na yan. And
Oo.
especially that you're a public figure, ganon, kilalang tao, nasa politiko, di ba? Kaya dapat very careful ka talaga sa mga
Oo.
sasabihin mo.
At saka, imagine nangyari pa yung Women's Month pa.
Yun nga eh, di ba? Nakakaloka.
Kaya nga, I salute Sheila Suntay. Sheila Suntay is actually the wife of Bong Suntay. She's a friend. And nakita ko kung paano niya sinasabi na pati siya, ayaw niya doon sa sinabi ng husband niya. So talagang makikita mo na parang pinapakita niya dito dahil kasi importante din naman na pangalagaan natin yung, sabihin natin, yung respeto sa mga kababaihan. Kaya nga,
Totoo.
pagdating sa ganyan, kung pwedeng nakakalungkot, dahil kasi sila na nag-umpisa ng bawal bastos na, tapos sila rin yung nagiging
Yun
defiant
nga.
doon sa law na yun.
Totoo yan, Doc. And based nga dun sa naging post ni Ann Curtis, di ba, mas ina-acknowledge pa niya yung apology nung wife. Di ba? Mas na-feel niya yung sinseridad, no? And eto pa nga isang iniisip ko, bakit ba lagi na lang natin ginagamit itong salitang joke kapag may mga salita na tayong nabitawan at naka-offend na tayo ng tao, di ba? Lagi ginagamit, ay joke, di ba? Pag alam nating biglang nakasakit na tayo ng tao, ay joke, laging ginagamit yan as pass, di ba? Yung
Ayun
salitang
nga
joke.
But there are some jokes na talagang clean jokes. There are green jokes. There are bad jokes. And mahirap para sabihin na natin na yung lahat ng jokes ba, nakakatuwa? Hindi.
Totoo. Doon ka mapapaisip, kailan naging joke ang casual display of objectification
Yes.
and misogyny? Kailan naging joke yon? I-explain nyo nga sa amin, 'di ba?
Oo.
It's never a joke, 'di ba? So ayan, grabe na talaga ang mga and it's so sad na nagmumula pa yung mga ganitong pag-objectify ng mga babae sa leader.
Yes.
Na dapat sila ang nagpo-promote or mas nagiging mabuting ehemplo sa ibang tao. Oo. So eto na. Let's proceed sa ating match news number 3. Abante Babae Celebration o Commitment. Ayan, tuwing buwan ng Marso, ipinagdiriwang sa buong Philippines and National Women's Month. Of course, ang pangunguna ng Philippine Commission on Women, layunin nitong kilalanin ang achievements ng mga kababaihan at palakasin ang usapang tungkol sa gender equality of women at empowerment. Kaya naman para sa 2026, ang sub-theme ay Lead Like the Babaylands, Pilipinas. Inspired yan sa mga babaylan ng pre-colonial Philippines na kilala bilang leaders, healers, at decision makers. Ayan ang komunidad. Iba't ibang events, campaigns, at online discussions talaga ang ginagawa para ipaalala ang role ng kababaihan sa society, past, present, at future yan. Eto na, Doki Doc Camps, ang Chika Women's Month is cute, diba? Celebrating, magkakaroon tayo ng mga celebration, mga posts, hashtags, ayan. Pero real talk lang, 'di ba? Women empowerment should be a lifestyle. Hindi lang seasonal na just because it's Women's Month, 'di ba? Diyan lang mapapaigting yung mga ganito, yung mga ganyan, maha-highlight yung mga ganito, ganyan, 'di ba? Kailangan parte na talaga siya ng buhay.
Oh, totoo. Kung sinasabi nga na, di ba, live like the babaylands, it is during the time before the Spanish era na ang talaga ang mga babaylands is equal to men. Dahil kasi sila yung kinoconsider na merong mga healers sila, mas magaling sila pagdating sa mga different responsibilities. Equal. Ang achievements sobrang equal. Kaya lang, di ba, dumating nga mga yung colonization ng Spaniards na parang pina-shut off yung ganitong klaseng sitwasyon. Pero kung titignan mo maigi, even before, so mga 14th or 14th century below, ibig sabihin gano'n na tayo empowered na ang mga kababaihan nun. Kaya
That's
lang,
true.
so ibig sabihin lifestyle na before. So bakit pinutol yun? Bakit ngayon lang nasasabihin every Women's Month lang yung papakita yung empowerment? Every day should make it a point na we empower as a women. Hindi tayo pa pwedeng abusuhin, hindi tayo pa pwedeng umabot sa punto na talagang puro yes yes, yung nag-yes na lang tayo and we can never say no. Dahil kasi hindi ibig sabihin na magpapasakop tayo palagi dahil kasi babae lang tayo.
Totoo, that's true. Pero ito na ang tanong, real talk mga kamachis, sa panahon ngayon, nagle-level up na ba talaga ang respeto sa kababaihan o marami pa rin talagang kailangang i-call out sa society?
Actually, marami.
Marami pa rin.
Marami. Una, ang hirap sa ating society, pag sinabing hindi yung sobrang, you try to dress up na konti lang yung sobrang skin na pinapakita, sasabihin, marirape ka. At hindi yun. Hindi sa pananamit. Hindi ka sa pananamit na nakikita, na nagiging paraan para ma-rape ka. Kasi it's more of yung sabihin na natin na pwedeng yung gumagawa nito ay it's an issue of having a power, yung power struggles. So talagang wala yun sa pananamit ng kababaihan. Wala yun sa pamamaraan na dahil kasi intelihente yung mga kababaihan dinadown sila. Dahil kasi sabihin, this is a men's world. Hindi. Hindi pa pwedeng maging ganon. Kaya nakakalungkot na meron pa rin di ba, yung Filipino machismo na sinasabi.
Yes.
Nakaka-apekto, nagkakaroon ng double standard.
That's right. Napakalaking usapin din ito and papasok dyan nga yung gender equality, no? Na kung ano nga ba ang magiging kahalagahan ng babae when it comes to, of course, sa pamilya, sa workplace, and politika rather. So, actually, in fairness naman din talaga, dahil nga meron na rin, nagkakaroon na rin ng mga leadership roles, kumbaga ang mga kababaihan, nagiging pumapasok na rin, of course, sa mga entrepreneurial ventures. It's good na may mga ganyan na din. And also, somehow may mga batas na nag-harmonize ng mga, of course, para sa mga kababaihan. Pero hindi pa rin natin talaga maitatanggi na meron pa rin talagang mga abuse na nagaganap.
Oo,
diba?
kaya
Yung violence.
Yung kahit na sabihin mo may vow silos and ganyan, parang nakakalungkot dahil kasi pag sinabi mo a battered woman is somebody na talagang kahit na inabuso na sila, hindi pa rin sila umaalis dun sa relationship kasi parang sila yung nagpre-preserve ng relationship. Gusto nila dahil kasi ayaw nila na broken family, mga ganun.
Totoo.
Kaya ang daming pwedeng sabihin natin na nagiging problema pa rin.
Marami pa rin talaga. Kaya I think na mas lalo pa nating pag-igtingin, di ba? At mas palakasin yung batas at suporta sa mga victims nito. And at the same time, hindi lang yan, ha? Of course, nandyan pa rin yung mga stereotypes, yung objectification, which is yung na-mention nga natin a while ago sa ating isang Match News, na nakakalungkot lang na of all the people, no, maririnig mo yung mga ganito sa mga leaders. Na
Yeah,
dapat,
totoo yan.
and it's very contradicting na you are promoting something na empowerment and all of that, anti-bastos and all. Pero nagmula mismo sa mga bibig ng mga taong nagpo-promote ng ganitong klaseng advokasya, which is, it's sad. Diba?
Totoo yun.
So, ang dami pa. Marami pang kailangang ayusin. Oo. Pero syempre, hindi pa rin nagtatapos sa Match News ang chikahan natin. Eto na mga kamachis. Alam kong isa sa mga hinihintay nyo, ang mga bisitang makakausap at makakachikahan natin. Kaya eto na, tawagin na natin ang ating mga special guests for today. Walang iba kundi si Salome Salvi and Emil Salvador! Hello! Welcome to Matchmade! Welcome! Thank you very much, ayan, for joining us today. Bago ang lahat, bumati na kayo sa ating mga listeners and mga viewers. Go ahead.
Meron ba kayong mga specific for your viewers?
Mga kamachis. Yes.
Oh, hi mga kamachi!
Yes, I love the energy. Bago ang lahat, gusto ko muna yung kamustahin. Kamusta na nagdaang araw?
Yes. We've been a little bit pero we I think that's closer to Irene as well. Words like that.
Yes.
Words like that.
Ano hindi kasi
Wow! Naku, parang marami na yung pagkikwentuhan ni Doc talaga later. Feeling ko.
Diba, nung sila ko, hilala ko. Naalala ko kasi, kaya diba, balikan ko. Sorry, kasi tumay, kasi kilala ko.
Oo, hindi pagkikwentuhan natin yan. Di ba? Bago sila nagkakilala, take us back na kung balikan din ko. Yes, which is parang ang pagkito si Doc.
Way back in the 80s, yeah. Four.
Na alam niyo ko.
Not age. Yung time na yung mga ganun eh.
So yun, I started in the movie, then couple of movies that followed with Regal. I started with Regal. I was a Regal baby. Regal Babies 2 kami noon, like after ng batch na nila
Marisol
William,
Soriano,
Maricel,
Marisol,
Gabi. Yeah.
Tama, alam ko.
Oo, ikwento mo, Doc, na parang nagkaroon ka ng selfie picture. Uso na ba yung mga selfie na?
Nung time na yon, ang mga Regal Babies kasi palagi nagre-ronda sila from school sa mga movie houses. Ganon.
Oh my God.
So, nung time na yon, dumating, sabi nila, uy, merong cast ng ganito. It so happened, kasi nung time na yun, educational psychologist ako. Tapos, nagpuntahan. Sabi ko, nagsisigaw na ganon. Tapos, nung usong-uso na nagbibigay sila ng picture.
Wow!
Kasi wala pang selfie.
Oo, walang selfie noon. So ngayon, kasi kami palagi meron kaming Kodak Instamatic camera.
Oh my God!
Grabe! Ito yung mga bagay na hindi na namin naabutan. Sa Halome!
Tapos sabi
Kodak ang
namin,
tawag dun,
sabi
Kodak.
ko na kaya sabi ko gano'n, uy, Ellen, yung isang psycho, magpa-picture tayo. Sabi niya, nakakahiya. Sabi niya gano'n, may edad na tayo. Sabi niya, hindi, konti lang ang depression na edad natin dyan. Sabi niya gano'n.
Nakakaloka.
Tapos, kaya nung sinabi, sabi ko, uy, alam mo, di ba may picture ako kasama niya.
Pagkaupo ni Doc, nakita niya si Emil, sabi niya, may picture kami nito.
Gulat nga ako
Kasi
kanina.
just imagine how many years back? 30 plus?
Yes.
40, almost 40.
40 years.
Grabe, matagal-tagal na rin yun.
Tapos alam mo, sorry dahil kasi nung time na yun, I even asked for the telephone numbers. And then we called. Tapos may mga, sumasagot ko minsan mga nanay nila.
Once upon a time, naging fangirl din si Doc.
Oo, may mga ganyang moments tayo. And nakakatuwa na dito kayo nagkita. Di ba, Sir Emil? Ay,
Yes,
kamusta
I know.
yung feeling na makita yung yung talagang mga fanay na ganito?
Di ba parang
Nagulat ako.
Na-shock siya. Pero nakakatuwa, no? Ang sarap din balikan ng mga moments
Yes,
na yon,
I know.
di ba?
Exactly.
Oo. Baka dala mo yung picture, Doc, ha?
hindi ko nga alam na
Sayang.
Hindi pa doon ng bahay, hindi pa sa Cubao yung bahay namin noon eh.
So, wala na dun yung picture.
I guess nandun pa rin. Kasi
Hanapin mo, tas...
Nandun pa din!
Nasa baul na yun.
Baka kung saan na napunta yun,
Pag
Doc?
nahanap ko yun, ipopost ko talaga.
Ay, nako, aabangan namin yung post
Tag
na
mo
yan.
si Emil.
Yes!
Para makita natin.
Oo, nako, aabangan namin yan, Doc. Okay.
Ay, nako, gwapo yan. Sobrang gwapo yan ng
may
bata.
bakas naman din kasi
Yes.
talaga, di ba?
Thank you,
Oo.
thank you.
Okay, so ayan, artista, nag-acting, yon talaga yung parang pinaka, kumbaga, passion mo talaga
Yeah,
before. Oo.
yeah.
How about Salome?
Before we met and until naman now na we're together, I've been an adult content creator. Yun yung main source of income ko. But before that, I tried a lot of stuff. Nag-BPO, digital marketing agency. Ayun, yung search engine optimization.
Wow!
Mga ganun. Pero it's just writing, you know. I did a lot of stuff that's related to social media and advertising. And yung course ko din kasi industrial design, fine art. So
Oh, wow.
it's applicable to a lot of stuff. So I tried, I tried working in that lane. Pero doing adult content was the thing that made me the happiest. And then after that, I started acting na rin, which is
How I Met Him.
Ah.
Met, saan ba tayo nagkano sa...
Dun sa office ng isang media corporation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us, nung unang nagkita kayo, meron ba agad spark?
Actually, ako nagpa-picture sa ano.
Wow! Paano mo siya in-approach?
Sabi ko,
Kasi
wow.
syempre, wala pa naman kayong connection na magkakilala before.
Hindi, sinabi ko doon sa isang handler. Sabi ko, baka pwede naman sabihin mo kay Salome, mag-picture kami.
Gumamit ka pa ng tulay, no?
Kailangan pa.
And then, right after that, nandiyan ba yung first picture niyo together?
Yes, actually,
yeah,
we do have it.
Yeah, I think-
Yeah.
Oh, wow. In fairness, ha, nakakip pa rin talaga.
Pero pero
Ano ba yun?
nasa Google Photos.
Alam ni Salome. And this was, like, way back, anong year to?
It was just a couple of years ago, and I think parang the attraction was pretty immediate, at least for me. You know, nung nagpa-picture siya sa akin, I was like, ooh, he's good looking.
Oh, parang meron bang lumabas na sa isip mo na, pwede to, may
Well,
ganon?
parang may gumanon kagad, pwede.
Ah?
Pero kilalanin muna natin,
Tama, okay.
Ang tagal nung waiting dun sa kasi we were waiting for a meeting dun sa office na yon. Ang tagal, as in oras talaga yung inaabot yung waiting time when meeting this particular person. Tapos dun kami nakapag-bonding, dun namin nakilala ang isa't isa ng mas malalim ng very slight.
Yes.
Tapos yun, parang as we talked, parang he kept ticking boxes na, oh, I like this about him. Oh, this is something that is compatible with us.
Ayan.
Ay, oh my God, nakatago
The
pa.
first.
Ayan.
wait lang.
First ever picture nila together. Ipakita nga natin yan sa camera.
Yan yung first.
Wow. Wow. Nakakatuwa, di ba? Pag nakikita natin yung mga old photos natin, di ba? Mapapa-ano ka na lang talaga eh. So itong first ever picture nyo together, ano yung impression nyo sa isa't isa?
Ikaw, ano impression mo sa akin?
Ayan.
Sabi ko nga, mabait to and very, parang very caring person ka eh. So,
Wow. First impression yun agad,
pero
ha?
hindi pala,
Ayan, binubuko mo sa Salome, ha?
Hindi, tanggap ko naman.
So, ina-admit mo. Charot. So, ayun yung first impression.
yes, so,
Very
so
caring, mabait.
siya, oh.
How about you, Salome?
Mabait, pero medyo makulit. Which kind of continued in the weeks following our first meeting. Kasi nung una pa lang, parang he tried to add me on Facebook. Kasi
That's the first move after the first encounter,
Parang masil na natin yung friendship natin, let's be friends on Facebook. Pero I couldn't add him for some reason. Tapos
Puno na. Ganun yun, di ba?
Binlock yata ako eh, dahil pina-follow ko siya sa
Kasi nambablock ako ng mga tao na parang magla-laugh react sa mga pictures ko, ganyan. O kaya magko-comment ng basta kapag may sinabi kang hindi okay.
Block agad.
Block agad. Feel ko.
Na-block mo siya. Nang hindi mo alam siya yung na-block mo.
Oo, tapos maghapon niya ang kinukulit. Na-add mo na ba ako? Magagawan ba natin ng paraan na ma-add mo?
Sabi ko, sa Viber na lang, try natin. Di ba?
Nakakalong. So, sa madaling salita, makulit si Emil sa'yo. So, after how many days bago kayo naging friends sa Facebook?
I think
Ay, hindi, matagal pa yun eh. Nag-shoot na tayo.
I think naayos naman natin at some point, but not immediately.
Yeah,
Yung
it took a while.
Yeah, yung Facebook friend
It took
situation.
like
Kasi
a
nga,
month yata.
kasi hindi ko nga ma-figure out kung bakit yun pala naka-block nga siya.
So, legit sila
So, doon sa dinami-dami ng taong blinak ko, sinuyod ko pa yun kung nasan yung profile
Pinahirapan
niya.
mo pa, no?
Oo, pinahirapan pa niya ako.
Sinuyod pa talaga eh.
Nakakaloka. Hindi, ang cute lang nung encounter. Ang kulit
diba?
lang, di ba?
Galit.
And then after that, naging Facebook friends na kayo. Ano yung, can you tell us or describe to us yung naging first date niyo?
Oh yes,
We went to BGC.
BGC, yeah. Nag-meet kami doon. Tapos we ate dinner, we had dinner.
Yeah, I think mas kabisado niya kasi yung BGC. He was like,
Turf ko kasi yun eh.
he was like, there's a lot of places that we can walk around, hindi tayo may estorbo, lots of restaurants, nice places. Tapos nung time na yun, I really liked journaling and tapos dinala niya ako to an art place there. It's nice.
Oh yeah, that art box.
Yeah, art bar, yeah.
Art bar.
Wow.
I mean, maliit na bagay, it's just going to BGC, looking at window shopping. Pero sobrang na-appreciate ko yung time spent together.
Sometimes kasi yung pinakasimpleng bagay, yun yung mas may malaking impact. Aminin mo, Doc.
Oo naman, dahil kasi magugulat ka eh. Dahil kasi mas na-appreciate mo yung mga ganito. Ay, parang, di ba yung mga
Oo.
tipong mga
At saka-
nakakaramdam ka ng ng
Oo,
ibang feeling.
well, kinikwento nila, parang very vivid pa, di ba? Parang
Oo.
napaka-fresh pa sa mind.
Yeah.
Yung first date, minsan, di ba, nakakalimutan mo yung mga
Sila
nangyari
in
doon.
details talaga eh.
Detalyado
Oo,
talaga. Oo. So after that, nasundan ng dates and then eventually,
And working together also, like seeing each other like at work kasi we made films together. So that was very fun,
Yeah, it's really fun. And yeah, nasundan na, nag-date kami, hanggang doon nakatira na ako sa...
parang nag-fast forward agad, no? Oo. So, what made you decide to take the next level na?
Sabihin ko ba? Sabihin ko ba ito?
Ay,
Go!
go! True.
I really didn't want to kasi I value my space. I make that very clear to him. Especially at the beginning na I value my alone time. Kaya wag mo naman ako masyadong kulitin sa Viber, sa Facebook.
may ganun.
may ganun. Pero as time went by, parang nakita ko na he was messaging me a lot out of care, ganyan. Pero there was a time na I had to set that boundary kasi I do like my alone time. Kaso circumstances led him na he's going to have to move out of his place. And he hasn't made arrangements yet as to where he would move next.
Oo.
So, parang nakiusap siya sa akin, can I stay with you? And like,
Na-shock ka.
medyo na-shock ako kasi hindi ako prepared na parang I was just talking to this person tapos gusto na niya makilive-in, medyo suspicious, Pero nakita ko naman yung kabutihan niya and when we started living together, parang he did me a lot of favors. He was really sweet. He was really helpful sa bahay. And he was a calming presence sa condo which I did not expect I would enjoy. So ayun, parang nagtuloy-tuloy na yung pagstay niya sa amin.
At saka nung
At
time
home na.
yun, yes.
Na at home na. Oo.
Very at home.
Yes.
Hindi, kasi nung time rin na yun, was like you were like grieving with sa cat mo na si Ernie.
Yeah.
diba?
I was in a really bad place mentally. My cat passed away. He was with me for 12 years. I had friends who cut ties with me, and that was a really painful breakup. So I was grieving a lot and feeling a lot of emotions. So it was nice to have somebody to talk to while I was going through that. As kahit hindi naging part ng plans ko na maki-live-in with somebody that I just started dating, parang it ended up being both beneficial for both of us.
Parang perfect timing yung
Yeah,
pagkaka-approach
perfect
mo
time.
na yun,
Also, the
no?
right time.
Yeah.
Oo.
place.
Diba? Pero kayong dalawa, coming from very different worlds, ganyan, and generation, kamusta yung dynamic and energy and connection yung dalawa?
Ikaw samugot niyan. Kamusta?
Ikaw, sabi.
Ay! Na para bang me and D ang tawagan.
Hindi, bale, baby tawag sa...
So embarrassing.
I don't want to say what she calls me.
Yeah. Pero binibaby naman niya ako.
Wow.
Pero what's it like for you?
It was fun. Everything's fun for me. Like when we're together, like when we go out, we stay at home, I clean around. I clean up.
Di, pero what they're asking, I
Take
think,
care of the cats.
is if there's a significant siguro if it's a significant factor that we have an age gap.
Age gap
For you.
and...
Parang wala eh. Kasi
wala.
I was like ilan years ba age gap natin?
26?
26?
26 years.
Kasi I was around with people, wala akong friends na parang ka-age ko eh. Kasi yung friends
Okay.
ko puro bata sila, like 20s.
Kaya yung approach mo, parang same as, ano
Yeah.
lang.
Yeah, so,
Oo.
kasi I ride scooters, yung freestyle scooter. I still ride that up to now. I have friends na they're in their 20s. Siguro pinakamatanda na is 25.
Oh,
Yeah, so
wow.
yun ang talagang tunay kong mga naging friends.
So never naging issue yung yung age gap.
Yes.
Yan, ano naman, not that I can recall. Kasi, for example, like I would introduce him to my friends that are my age from college. There's no issue at all. Like he gets
Yeah,
along
get
with
along
them.
right away.
He gets along with them. He jokes around with them. As in, sobrang that's what I admire about him. Sobrang magaling siya makibagay. So yun, when I introduce him to my friends, like the introduction is seamless. So yeah.
Yun lang may tito jokes minsan.
Yan ang hindi maiiwasan talaga na
Hindi
ipapato bigla eh.
Oh, may magtitito joke siya, tapos kaming lahat,
Sabi, ano daw? Nakaka-lurky. Pero siguro, it's a big factor din na, of course, matured na rin yung yung perspective ni Emil. And marami na ring wisdom, yung mga napagdaanan.
Yes, exactly,
Diba?
yes.
It's a big factor, diba, Doc?
Oo, dahil kasi alam mo kung minsan ang hirap para sabihin mo na pag nagkaroon talaga ng age gap ng ganyan, gano'n ba tatagal yung relationship? Kasi lalo na pag sinabi mo yung may December affair, ano ba yung hangganan lang na sabi na, mag-work lang yan kung mga 5 years or 10 years lang yung gap. Pero pag sobra-sobra doon, para ang hirap. Pero pag
May mga
nakita
misconceptions
mo,
talaga.
maraming pero pag nakita mo na hindi nakakakita ng indifference, kasi there's a big difference if it's indifference di ba? Pag naging indifferent ka, akala mo palagi, ano ba yung opposite ng love? It's not hate, it's indifference.
Indifference, yeah.
And when you talk about indifference, doon na talaga magkakalabuan. Pero sa nakikita ko, walang ganon. Kaya pag
Yes.
kayo nag-click talaga, you have respect and you have trust with each other, hindi ka magkakaproblema kahit gaano pang katanda yung isa. Parang ganon.
yeah.
Nafe-feel namin na yung harmony nung relationship nila,
diba?
very light, masaya. Pero how about the people around you? Meron bang, may na-feel ka bang negative energy from them pursuing this relationship?
Oh yeah.
Dami.
Madami? Oh my
Lalo na pag sa
God.
Facebook.
Ayoko na lang mag-talk.
Iko-close na lang ang mouth.
Pero parang I think there's a lot of people who don't see na who don't see how much we get along. Parang yun nga, parang they have a lot of misconceptions. They bring a lot of prejudice when they look at our relationship na yun nga, parang aside from the fact na we're both into adult content, parang tapos open relationship pa kami, tapos age gap pa, parang inangkin na namin lahat ng lahat ng kabash-bash na na qualities ng isang relationship.
Tinatawanan na lang nila talaga.
Just laugh at it.
Yeah, kasi parang anong gagawin namin? Mag-a-adjust kami to at our expense. Just to please other people who we don't really know.
Actually.
You know, so parang bakit namin i-conform yung setup ng relationship namin? Dito kami masaya, dito kami nag-thrive. Parang I think yun naman yung important sa amin Parang we build an environment together where we both feel valued, seen, respected. Ang ganda na sinabi mo kanina, Doc, about indifference. Kasi I think that's something that we don't really experience. We always pay attention to each other, make time for each other. So yun. It's nice.
Basta kami masaya.
Oo, yun talaga. At the end of the day, tatanungin mo yung sarili mo, masaya ba ako? Meron ba akong nasasagasaang tao o
Yes.
nagagawa ng mali? Wala. Okay. Ganon.
Kaya parang, syempre consideration ka din is, kasi malaki nga yung age gap. Is there anybody being taken advantage of in this situation? And parang, buo naman na yung frontal lobe ko nung naano ko yung decision na to. So parang happy naman ako and parang I feel like there's no power imbalance naman in our relationship, which is I'm always wary of when I consider entering into a relationship with the person na mas malaki malaki age gap sa akin.
Right. Pero speaking of open relationship, ito para sa mga kamachis natin na hindi masyadong na-open sa ganitong klaseng relationship.
Tsaka hindi naiintindihan.
Hindi naiintindihan. Let's talk about, please define open relationship sa mga kamachis natin.
Ooh. Kami, we give each other permission to be intimate and to be intimate with other people, to be sexual with other people. So, pero we define our relationship between the two of us as each other's primary relationship. Pero other than that, parang meron pang iba that I, for example, I'm seeing other people, I'm sleeping with other people, I'm an adult content creator, I work with other people, so I have to have sex with other people for my work. So there's a lot of transparency between us when it comes to that. And he has the same freedoms. Yeah.
So, paano kayo nagkasundo sa ganitong klaseng relationship?
Yeah, like what she said, like we ask permission to each other, stuff like that. Sa akin naman kasi, talagang it's been like way back before pa I had relationship
Oh.
with exes.
Mga ilan kaya to?
Huwag niyo na tanangin.
Huwag na.
Aabot tayo ng siyam-siyam.
Kasi I have a fetish na
Yeah, like I think parang that's one of the things na I was pleased to know about. Na yun nga, parang on our very first conversation, parang nilatag
So naging open na rin kayo talaga
Oo,
dun
na
sa
pa-
mga early stage pa lang
Yes.
ng
Oo,
relationship.
na parang, okay, ito yung klase ng relationship na hinahanap ko because I wanted to be aligned with my goals, with my job, and then parang out of nowhere, volunteer niya yung information na, actually, I've had relationships like that in the past. Where
we
it's,
were talking about it.
yeah, we were
right?
talking about it.
It
And
just came out.
yeah, and he was like, I really like it when my girlfriend dates other men. Parang it excites him. Parang it somehow adds to the quality of his previous relationships. And
Exactly.
I figured na this is something that could work for me. Kung yun yung, especially if yun yung preference niya, it would work for him too. So,
Kumbaga, ito yung sinasabing nag-match kasi sila eh.
And there's
Kumbaga,
no room for jealousy, di ba? Talagang,
Yeah,
Oo.
yeah.
So never kayong naka-experience ng jealousy at all?
yeah, I think that's what
diba? Ibang
makes
klase,
our
no?
yeah, I think that's what makes our relationship exceptional.
Pinupush ko pa nga siya minsan.
Talaga?
Sino ba landi mo
May
ngayon?
ganon.
Parang makikita niya ako may
Parang mas
ka-text.
lalo akong na...
Oo, parang lalo siyang lalo siya nasisiyahan na or
Or,
kinikilig.
I get more excited. Like
Yeah.
there's a what do you call that? Excitement.
Yeah.
May ganon.
Na parang, kunyari, may nakikita
Thrill.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
like thrill.
May nakikita niya ako may ka-text. So, sino yan? Parang, like, have we talked about this guy that you're flirting with? I was like, yeah, I really like him. This is like,
Naku
So
pa.
pumapasok siya sa normal conversation niyo?
yeah.
Hindi
Okay.
na sabihin ko ba, uy, pogi ba? Oo, sige, pogi yan. Okay.
Nakakaloka.
O kaya may magdi-DM sa kanya, tapos makikita ko, uy, maganda yan ah. Parang, bakit, like, why don't you talk to her? Parang, it's something that also, like, makes me happy when he shares his love and affection with other people. Pero, yeah, parang mas ako yung still
Yeah.
going, in that going out phase.
This is a unique kind of of love.
Are there certain boundaries involved pagdating
Oh, yeah.
sa ganyan? Kasi di ba syempre, parang sinasabi natin, you are the primary relationship. So, syempre pag sa iba na, ano yung difference nun? Parang gano'n.
Ooh, that's a good question. Ikaw ba?
Boundaries.
Yeah.
Wala daw silang boundaries.
Yun nga, di ba?
I think a good boundary that we set for each other. Kasi minsan parang nakikita niya na I get infatuated with other guys.
Yes.
Because I'm allowed to date other guys. I'm allowed to love other guys. Pero parang minsan, parang to reinforce a boundary that he has na parang di mo naman sinasabi na meron ka pang ibang boyfriend na jowa mo talaga na aside from me, baka naman
So
you're-
kailangan you have to be open kung sino itong mga dinedate?
Yeah. Parang
okay.
kasi parang I don't think he would appreciate if I enter into our relationship with equal seriousness as our relationship.
Yan.
So parang yun yung boundary niya.
okay.
Which I respect and which I am transparent to you about na parang there's somebody that I really like pero ito lang kami.
Yeah, sinasabi mo.
Yeah, sinasabi ko naman lahat sa kanya.
Do you go out?
Also, parang with our work, with my work especially, I sleep with many other partners. So, I get tested. I require my partners to get tested,
Tested.
so that he doesn't get affected by my work.
tama.
Kasi
Right.
hawaan yan eh. Mahirap na eh. So like may responsibility ako sa kanya to keep him safe. So that's why
Ganda.
those protocols are
Sorry,
involved.
naganda na ako. Oo. Klaseng relation.
Pero
Masaya siya, Doc!
ay, parang ini-encourage mo si Doc,
Masaya siya! Try mo minsan!
Oh my God!
There you go.
Oh my God! Pero ito, somehow ba, meron bang fear sa puso? May ganun ba kayong nararamdaman na baka one day, pagising ko, baka biglang mag-iba yung
Iba yung
ihip ng hangin,
hangin,
hindi na siya
tama.
sa akin uuwi. May ganun
We're
ba?
both confident to each other. Na.
So,
confident ako
yung
na
security na binibigay
secure
ng
ako
isa't
sa-
isa.
secure
Both
sa-
of them are secured.
Yeah, tsaka parang, eto rin, parang siniset ko rin ng maayos yung expectations niya. Kasi ako, parang, for now, I feel like we're gonna go the distance. I feel like you're the one, ganyan. Pero I felt this way before in my previous
Previous
relationship.
Which is, open din siya.
Open din
Open,
siya.
okay.
Pero I thought I was going to, I thought I was gonna parang live the rest of my life with this guy. Pero hindi siya nangyari. So parang yun yung naging mistake ko in the past na nagsalita ako ng tapos nang hindi pala ganun yung magiging na hindi pala ganun yung magiging ending.
Hindi same vision.
Oo. So parang nag-disclaimer ako sa kanya na for now, I feel very strongly about you. I feel like we're gonna go long term. Pero ayoko na maulit yung dati. Nagsalita ako ng tapos, nagsalita ako ng forever. Hindi naman pala. Kasi hindi natin alam yung future eh.
Yes,
So I'm just keeping it real with him na parang hindi ako magsasalita ng forever because I don't want to betray you that way. You know? So parang just keep that possibility there for like a realistic level of possibility. Just keep it, just be aware of it, keep it in mind, ganyan.
So, I mean, nakikita nyo ba yung future na ikakasal kayo, magkakaroon ng relation, ng pamilya? Na may mga ganun bang vision?
Walang ganun. Kasi siya din she doesn't wanna have kids. And ako naman, daming beses na ako kinasal, divorce, dami ko na anak. I'm way past that.
Okay. So, malinaw yun sa isa't isa.
Yeah, na parang that's one of the things that we had to make sure that we are aligned din. Kasi baka naman siya, meron pa siyang ganong klaseng goal. Ako, never ako nagkaroon ng ganong klaseng goal. So, dapat, I think, if I were to advise anybody else who is in a relationship, kailangan aligned lahat.
Clear talaga.
Aligned ang politika, aligned ang values, aligned ang goals sa relationship. May anak o wala, kasal o wala.
That's true. Hindi yung patatagalin mo, tapos dulo-dulo. Hindi pala kayo aligned sa ganitong bagay.
Oo. So, parang yun. Parang that's what we figure out early on. Diba?
Yes, tsaka mas maganda talaga yung like yung dami kasi na relationships na parang biglaan nagpapakasal, hindi pa sila nagkakasama, hindi mo nakikita yung true identity ng kasama mo. Diba doon lumalabas yun eh. Pag nagkasama na kayo, kasi pag hindi kayo magkasama, like
Hindi mo pa
if-
talaga
hindi
makikilala yung
makikita
isang
eh.
tao.
Oo,
Hanggat di mo
totoo yan.
nakakasama sa isang bubong, di ba? Yun yung
Yes,
sinasabi
yeah, exactly.
nila.
Oo.
Siguro yun yung kaibahan. Kasi there's instances where hindi ba biglang nagbabago. Naalala mo nung time ng
Yes.
mga old matchmade, parang sinasabi, okay na ako, tapos naging iba yung preferences. Naging ganito yung So, sa akin lang, di ba, pag sinabi mo, in the long run, pwede bang magkaroon ng reset button na hindi na open relationship?
Yes, na posibleng magkaroon ng pagbabago. Oo. Sa situation nila, Doc, sa tingin mo, may ganun bang
At this point kasi,
Possibility.
how many years na to?
2 years pa lang kami, Doc.
2
2 years?
2 years. But then, you can see yung exchange of communication nila, how they interact with each other. Napakaganda.
Oo, very
Thank you.
open yung communication
walang
nila eh.
inhibitions, walang insecurities na pinapakita. So, napaka-natural. So, pagdating sa ganyang pagkakataon, sasabihin mo, ay, effective, nagwo-work siya. Pero, kaya nga tinanong ko unang-una, di ba, are there boundaries involved?
Yeah.
Kasi sometimes there are women na, halimbawa, Emil, di ba, pag may babae, alam mo naman ang babae, nagkakaroon kagad ng, once nagkaroon ng sexual relationship, merong attachment. Merong emotional
Oo, na
attachment.
parang, di ba, hindi mo
ko
maaalis
maintindihan.
sometimes
parang
yung
hindi ko
mga
alam kung
ganon.
paano mo na hihiwalay yun.
Yes, paano?
That's a question.
May instance na nangyari.
Yeah,
talaga?
there's a recent instance na parang I was working with someone. It's hard to compartmentalize kasi when you're physically intimate with someone, minsan hindi mo talaga may iwasan na ma-attach ka. Ganun. And nangyari sa akin yun by somebody who who started liking me.
Oh.
And parang I started liking him back. Tapos meron kaming
Nagiging mutual na.
tas may sexual relationship kami. Tapos parang, I was transparent with him.
Sinasabi mo lahat
yeah,
yun.
Parang,
Nagko-consult pa nga siya sa akin.
parang I really like this person, pero he's giving me mixed signals. What do you think of, what do you think about this thing that he said? Parang, he was very supportive throughout the whole thing.
Na-curious ako, ano yung sinabi niyang advice?
Parang kasi that situation didn't end really well. So he was like comforting me throughout throughout all of it kasi parang he was telling me, no, lilipas din yan, magkakaroon ng time, tatawanan mo lang yan.
And true enough. Look at her, tinatawanan na lang niya ngayon.
Iyak tawa na lang.
Iyak tawa.
Kasi ako, ang dami ko ng pinagdaanan ganyan na.
Oo nga eh.
Diba, doktora, pag sa edad natin eh.
Yung wisdom kasi, punong-puno na ng wisdom,
Iba yung
experiences.
wisdom, iba yung sense of maturity ng isang, di ba, parang been
Yeah.
there, done that, parang ganun.
Yeah. Yun yung outlook niya palagi na pagdaanan ko na yan, na-experience ko na yan eh. Tapos parang siya rin naman, sinasabihan ko na parang ako, I'm at my age. I want to explore and feel and experience these things on my own. I want to experiment on my own. And I don't necessarily need your guidance all the time. And parang he gives me that freedom also.
Yeah,
Na
give me
si-
that freedom kasi that I want you to be happy. Gusto ko
Yeah.
siya maging masaya and what she wants to do.
Yeah.
So, kailangan mo lang ng advice on this particular matter, doon lang siya magbibigay ng advice.
Yeah.
Pero ito, we wanna know, bago kayo nagtagpo, paano kayo hinubog ng mga personal na journey ninyo? Ayan, like yung mga nakaraan ninyo, paano kayo nahubog and to be who you are ngayon?
Ikaw. Gusto ko yung kwento mo eh.
Ayan.
That's part of the reason why I like him so much kasi parang yung naging buhay mo sobrang colorful, I think. So, ikaw muna.
Sige, we wanna hear that story.
Yeah, kasi siyempre, I started, I got married, I was really young. I got kids, I was really young. And this is way back 90s. Kasi nung nag-start ako sa showbiz noon was 84 to 86 lang. Then I left na for the
2
States.
years.
Oh, hindi siya
Okay.
ganun
Yeah,
katagal.
almost, oo.
Why?
Tapos nag-bold din ako noon nung time na yun after nung...
Idol ko yan eh.
So yun, nag-America ako. Tapos I had kids, I got married, I got divorced. So yun, doon ko nakita lahat yung journey sa buhay. Doon ko naranasan lahat. Yung hirap, yung sarap, yung kagandahan ng... Diba? You have to live life to the fullest na, yung journey na yung sa when you get married like in a relationship, sa akin kasi parang bata pa rin kasi ako, no? I like jump from one relationship to another. I was like in my 20s din eh. So yun, parang after ko nito, I got married, then another relationship, I got divorced, another relationship, I got married again. Sa Amerika kasi malungkot buhay eh. Kailangan parang kinakasal ka pa.
Yeah.
Ibang culture talaga.
Parang I feel like you needed a companion throughout that time.
Yes, so hindi parang dito sa Pilipinas, parang sabi nga nila, ay sa Amerika, madali ang parang di ba pag bata ka pa siya, madali babae doon, ganun-ganyan. No, it's not like that. But ano pa nga dito sa Pilipinas sa Amerika hindi, kasi sobrang malungkot ang buhay doon. I mean, it's just you go to work, then you go home, you take care of whatever you need to take care of, then ganun ang buhay sa Amerika, hindi ganun kadali. Akala nila madali and madaling kumita, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Mahirap lahat din. So yun, pinagdaanan ko yung journey na yun. Then I decided to come back. Decided to come back na sa movies uli. Pero it wasn't the same as it was before. It's like way different. Yun nga sinabi ni may mentor manager si Tito Dog, si Douglas Quiano. Sabi na, naku, ibang-iba na ngayon. Mahirap na sabi ko, sige, I'll try. I'll see what happens. Yun, ganun na lang. Pag yes.
Pag yes, pag no.
I know. Yeah, so yun. Then, I learned a lot of lessons in life when I was sa Amerika. So, minsan nagsisi naman ako. Siguro I should have just stayed here or, I mean, nag-business din ako sa Amerika. I did a lot of stuff na to para makaangat din, ganyan. So, nag-business ako ng car detailing, ganyan. So, and I work
Mga
odd
maraming
jobs
ventures din.
Yeah, marami siya naging adventure sa States.
Yeah, so much adventures na minsan sabi ko na siguro mas okay na lang na dito na ginawa
What made
yung
you
adventure.
decide to stay here and dito na ipagpatuloy yung mga gusto mong gawin?
Kasi mas nasanay ako dito mas masaya dito Kahit
Iba pa rin
mahirap
talaga
din.
yung
Iba yung culture.
kinalakihan.
Tsaka
culture
yung
natin.
showbiz culture dito, iba kaysa dun sa States.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Iba talaga.
So, sa madaling salita, Doc, ang dami rin talagang tinahak. Oo, pinagdaanan, happy, sad, lahat na ng emosyon yata, roller coaster ang mga napagdaanan mo. How about
Downs.
Salome?
Yung naging journey ko.
Oo, paano ka hinubog nitong naging journey mo bago kayo nagkakilala?
Sobrang naging adventure din. I think, ang saya na naging college life ko, ang saya na naging, I had a long time after college where I really spent so much time trying to figure out what was right for me career-wise. And it took me a while before I found na I really enjoyed modeling, ganyan. Pero I think it's a big change. And it's a big change from what my childhood was like. And malaki yung gratefulness ko malaki yung gratitude ko for having entered and survived and thrived in the adult industry kasi it gave me the financial independence that I needed to have to get on with my life and survive my childhood with my parents because my childhood with them wasn't very good. Like it was very troubled. So when I was able to gain financial independence, I was able to live on my own, parang live life on my own terms. Tapos, especially sa adult industry, lahat kami mga freelancers So, parang first time ko din na to work without having to answer to a boss. It was life-changing for me. And yun nga, such a big difference from what my childhood was like kasi my parents were kind of controlling, kind of strict, and very troubled yung naging relationship ko with them So yun, parang medyo adventure din na journey kasi going from that to doing adult content and then doing acting acting in mainstream TV and film, doing these podcasts. It's like parang I like that I've gotten a long way.
Yeah, pero I'm so proud of her kasi yung sa college mo.
Yeah.
Can you say that? Like, can you
Yeah,
tell
sure.
the story? What happened?
When I was in
Like
college.
you bounce back.
Yeah, when I was in college, I was drinking really heavily. I was doing can I say that? I was doing a lot of substances that you shouldn't be doing. I'm not recommending or encouraging anybody to do what I did, but that was what
was
I
your
did.
life before.
Yeah, that was my life before. As in talagang everyday inom, smoking whatever, popping whatever pills. It was as in nagwalwal.
Tumodo.
Itinodo. Kasi,
Tinodo niya.
kasi I was around that kind of people in college. Pero, I see them naman as good friends. They're good people. Pero, at the time kasi we were struggling with a lot. And especially me, Kasi nga troubled yung home life ko.
So malaking factor yung naging experience mo before when you were young, nung sa time with your family. That's why nag-lead ka sa ganong klaseng situation. Yun ba yun?
I think there's a lot of things in your childhood that would echo throughout your life na parang it's gonna affect how you conduct your relationships, how you see yourself. And yun nga, parang I feel like I was predisposed to that kind of behavior kasi my dad was an alcoholic. So parang So I went through that, and sa college ko kasi, sa university ko kasi, sa UP.
UP.
If you fail all of your subjects nang sabay-sabay, kick out ka. So nangyari sa akin yan.
Oh.
Kasi hindi na ako pumapasok. Pumapasok lang ako para uminom and then to do those substances with my friends. But I was able to work my way back in. Kasi there's like some letters that you have to write, and then there's this semester where you have to prove that you are capable of staying this time. And they made me go through all of that just so I can say na hindi, kaya ko pa, I can do this one more time, and I can make the most of my time. I can graduate. And nung nakita nila yon, I was allowed back in. Even though the situation usually does not allow that na, kick out, permanent yun.
Oo, that's it na.
So ayun, parang...
Ano yung turning point na parang this time I want to change?
I just wanted to be able to tell my parents, kasi there was a lot of pressure from my parents to perform eh. And they were so proud and happy for me nakapasok ako ng UP. They were expecting me to graduate. And parang, like, I know na ikabubuti ko rin, pero parang manahimik na sila, sige, tatapusin ko na para masabi kong nakagraduate na ako, okay na tayo. Okay na. So, I think yun yung turning point.
Oo.
Yeah,
Yun yung pinaka-push mo na lang.
Oo, na parang I don't want to hear anything about me being irresponsible. Papakita ko sa inyo na kaya ko. Para manahimik na tayo. Kasi ayoko ng puro away eh. And that was another cause of away. So, para mabawasan tayo ng pag-aawayan, sige, tapusin ko na lang.
Can you describe? Ganun eh, no? Madali ka usap. Oo.
Pero would you consider na traumatized ka nung bata ka?
Very much so. I think I was diagnosed with CPTSD.
PTSD, yeah?
Complex PTSD.
Complex,
Yeah,
yeah,
kasi
complex.
it was every day. Kasi my parents were verbally abusive.
But how were you able to overcome? Because somebody with PTSD, especially kung complexion, it's so hard for them. At it's a big struggle talaga.
It is a struggle for us. It's affecting our relationship as
Yeah.
well. Kasi parang I have these outbursts. Nahihirapan ako. Yeah, nahihirapan ako to regulate
mood
my
swings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to regulate my emotions. I have medication for depression, anxiety, and it's like this all comes from having been brought up like that. So I do what I can to manage the symptoms.
Pero ang galing kasi high functioning. I mean, a lot of people,
yeah, high functioning.
pag nakarating sa ganun, parang they linger in it, and it comes to a point na parang, hindi na nagpa-function, napupunta sa institution, and then parang kahit nasabihin mo na pwede naman mag-function pa, to overcome the trauma, ang siguro, ang isa sa pinakamaganda dito, ang ganda ng support system ni Emil sa kanya.
Yes. Actually, yun yung gusto kong itanong kay Emil, kung paano siya nakakapag-cope sa ganito pag may mga times nagiging ganito siya.
Tawa na lang kami. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Sobra yung pasensya ko talaga.
Mahabang pasensya.
Mahaba talaga.
Oo.
Kasi sabi ko nga, if you're in a relationship with someone your age, I don't think he's gonna...
Yeah.
Baka clash yan, mag-aawa yan. Lagi yan.
Yeah,
Pero sa akin,
kasi kung yung partner ko is my age, they will have the same needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so sa akin talagang lagi akong pakumbaba and I always take care of her. I got her back. I just talk to her. Whatever she wants to talk
Yeah,
about, I listen to her. Whatever she wants to say. Kung ano yung problema, ganyan. So yun, basta lagi lang akong sa kanya.
Importante na may solid kang, kumbaga, emotional support na nandyan. And sometimes, di ba, parang hindi mo kailangan ng may mag-a-advise. Sometimes yung may makikinig lang sa'yo.
Yes, yes.
Di ba? Yung nandyan lang, alam mong makikinig siya sa mga
Somebody
saloobin
who's
mo.
acknowledging and validating what you are feeling is somebody na talagang, kailangan ma-get over ko itong nararamdaman ko dahil kasi
Yeah.
merong
True.
naniniwala sa akin.
Yes,
Yung ganon.
totoo.
Ay, ako nakikita ko dito, yung positive perspective na pinapakita ni Salome na siguro hindi nagagawa ng ibang mga kababaihan. And considering na this is Women's Month, parang gusto kong i-share mo sa amin, Salome, how you were able to empower yourself. Na ang ganda eh. Ang ganda nung attitude, nung behavior.
Despite all
Oo,
the
ng mga
challenges
judges.
na na-experience mo sa journey mo. Kasi parang I feel like talagang na-test talaga yung pagkatao niya.
Oo.
Simula bata hanggang ngayon. 'Di ba? So can you tell us, and para na rin sa mga kamatchis natin na naka-experience ng ganitong situation.
I think I think where my power lies. Una-una, parang medyo natitrikihan ako with the use of the word empowerment, in the context of sex work.
Yeah.
Kasi within the sex industry, there's a lot of disempowerment, there's a lot of marginalization, oppression, and exploitation. And as a sex worker, parang medyo iniingatan ko yung use of that word. Pero if we're going to talk about my empowerment personally, as a person, parang I think the thing that lends me the most power is just the ability, or just the ability to pursue what feels true to me. Parang I was fortunate enough to remove myself from a position where I cannot be true to myself. And now that I live alone, I live with somebody who is very supportive of me. Parang hawak ko yung sarili kong income, ganyan, I don't depend on others. I think the freedom that I earned allows me to be true to myself, allows me to not pretend to be someone I'm not. And I feel like just being able to do that gives me a lot of power that I wish other women had. Na parang kung sino sila sa loob, sana na-express nila yon. Sana they had the freedom, and sana they had the structure, the circumstances where they can express that too. So yun. Parang I think parang the power that I have is very much so a privilege, a product of privilege. So,
Ganda.
Ganda, beautiful.
Ganda.
Oo.
Kasi sabi ko nga, iba.
I love it so much!
Di ba? Parang kulang na lang sa dulo ng and I thank you. Di ba?
As always, I'm proud of you. Lagi naman.
Ako nga, di ba, parang sasabihin nila, ang hirap, para doon sa sinasabi nga niya, yung the work that she had. Pero ganito, pinapakita pa rin niya kung ano ba ang essence ng isang babae na merong ganitong klaseng struggles, merong mga ganitong pinagdaanan, tapos eto siya, kayang-kaya niyang dalhin yung sarili niya with the
Thank you.
wisdom.
Yes.
Salute.
Thank you, Doc.
Napaka-powerful nung ano na yon, yung mga sinabi mo na yon. And I feel like maraming makaka-relate, no? Kahit iba-ibang field man tayo, na-experience natin yung mga ganito. And perfect na perfect ngayong month, of course, di ba? Women's Month, na marinig yung mga ganitong klaseng salita
Yes.
from a very powerful woman.
Thank
diba?
you.
Thank you very much
Sakto
for
lang.
sharing. Wow! Humble lang ba?
Saktong powerful lang.
Saktong powerful lang. Hindi kasi, of course, di ba, yung given yung mga naging experience niya sa buhay, di ba? Definitely. Yung mga na-experience mo, I'm sure yung mga bashing na naririnig mo, katulad nga na sinabi mo kanina, binablock mo na lang, di ba? Aside from that, paano mo, lalo na nung nagsisimula ka pa lang sa ganitong industry, paano mo tinitake yung mga ganong bashing before?
Dati?
Oo.
Totoo lang?
Oo.
Inaaway ko silang lahat.
Ganong level.
Sa totoo lang pine-personal ko lahat. Inaaway ko. Titignan ko yung profile. Ay, kalait-lait ang ilong. Laitin natin yung ilong. Ganon.
Ganong level.
Pero I'm embarrassed of that time, honestly. Kasi parang parang there's a lot of insecurity that I needed to resolve within myself. Kaya rin ako, nung una, nagpapapansin ako sa Twitter, posting my pictures on Twitter, like my sexy videos, ganyan. It's all to, parang to buffer or to provide validation for myself that I did not necessarily get at home. So parang I came into the industry as an insecure person. So kung makakatanggap ako, ganitong klaseng tao ng bashing, talaga, matitrigger ka talaga. So sinasagot ko, inaaway ko silang lahat, ganyan. So yung reputasyon ko nung una, sa Twitter, nung maliit pa lang yung following ko, I was coming up pa lang in the social media landscape. Madami na ako naging kaaway. Kasi nga lahat inaaway ko eh.
Isa-isa, no? Bawat comment.
Isa-isa. Parang nilait yung dede ko. Titignan ko yung dede
Harsh
niya.
comment.
Ay, yung dede mo mas pangit. Like,
So, nakaka-drain.
ay, nakakaya. Huwag niyo ako tularan.
Oh my God!
So nakakahiya. And parang ngayon, I try to approach it from siguro a relatively more healthy way na wag na lang natin patulan.
Kasi siguro nagmamature din. So ngayon, parang pagbabalikan mo yung the way mo tinitake yung bashing, compared ngayon is completely iba na.
I think kapag na-tsempohan mo ako sa araw na hindi ko
Ayun.
talaga kaya, sasagot ako. Pero I try to do it in a way that's kind of funny and not super insulting na. Kasi dati talaga, like, maghahanap ako ng bagay na alam kong masasaktan ka.
So kaya
Like,
minsan,
Ganun
sabi ko
katindi.
nga sa kanya na wag na lang basahin.
Actually.
Wag na lang basahin.
Ano yan naman, siguro pagdating sa ganyan, kahit sabihin mong women's man, saludo rin naman ako sa inyo.
Of course, yung support system.
Diba,
Oo.
grabe.
Anong pakiramdam? Diba? Anong pakiramdam? Gumagano din siya. oh. Diba? Pero anong feeling na, of course, to be with a woman na talagang ganito ka-empowered, ganito siya talaga as a whole?
I'm so proud of her kasi yung cope up niya lahat yung problema na ganun eh. Lalo na from her childhood days, college days, high school, college.
Since struggle,
Yeah, the struggles that she went through.
the whole
nine
route,
yards.
the whole journey, puro na lang struggle. So,
Pero ngayon, yung current state naman, kung dati puro struggle, puro hirap.
struggle pa din.
Ay, struggle pa din!
Meron pa din.
Diba? Hindi naman kasi talaga
Hindi natin
natatapos. Ang
maiwasan
nagbabago lang talaga how you react, diba?
Yan nga ang kagandahan doon eh. Ang ganda, yung adaptability and flexibility na pinapakita nila. Parang, pwede sila maging modelo sa ganung klaseng ano eh.
Model no!
And learning doesn't stop eh. We have to learn.
Yes, continuous talaga
Dami tayo
siya.
natututunan araw-araw.
That's right. Nako mga kamachis, eto na mas lalo nating nakikilala ang ating mga guests for today. Kaya naman eto, mas lalo pang kikilalanin. Kaya naman simulan na natin ang quick match game. O ayan, magbibigay kami ng description tapos ituturo nyo lang kung sino nga ba si ganito sa ganyan. Ayan, okay. Ready na kayo? Ready? Oo daw, sige. Let's start.
Sige, push.
Push! Okay. Sino nga ba ang maseloso?
Ooh.
Parang wala eh.
I mean, may instances pareho. Pero instances lang eh.
Okay.
So wala talagang
So wala talaga.
Wala eh.
Okay. Oh, gusto daw niya ng ganon.
Masaya siya, try mo.
Happy yan. Happy talaga.
Oh, eto. Sino naman ang mas open-minded?
I think ako.
Ooh, agree ka ba doon, Emil?
Pero parang same din naman tayo eh.
Sama mo
Diba?
daw siya.
Pero mas more ka pala. Mas more.
Mas more. Okay.
Open-minded din, but you're more open-minded. Kasi
Okay.
sa situation na yan ngayon eh, like the new era, na ano tayo eh. So medyo ano ako doon sa bagay na yun. Pero I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Wow.
I see that naman na very open-minded din siya.
Nagkakasundo sila sa,
Yeah.
Yun lang
sa
kasi
part na yun.
pinagdaanan ko na yung times na date, ganyan. So parang naglaylo na ako. So sa kanya, I'm happy for her.
So eto yung
She's
pumapasok.
still doing the same you know.
Oh yeah. So parang eto yung pumapasok yung mga kasabihan na papunta ka pa lang, pabalik na ako. Eto yun. Perfect talaga yun.
Ayoko na lang mag-talk.
Ay! Close na lang ang mouth. Okay, eto na. Sino ang mas emotional?
Oh,
Ayun, back to you.
siya. Talagang,
Gaano ka emotional?
talagang,
Taas?
Ay, iyakan, sigawan. Pero ako lang yung umiiyak at sumisigaw siya. Sige, express mo lang. Express mo.
Nonchalant, ganon?
Nagsalat siya.
Okay, Doc, eto.
Sino ang mas makulit?
ako.
Nonchalant na makulit. Okay.
Sobrang kulit. Ano may mga recent kakulitan mo? Oh, makulit siya.
Makulit. Actually, doon
Madami sa mga bagay.
sa unang kwento mo ng Facebook, di ba? Makulit na siya doon, di ba?
Bakit hindi mo pa ako naan?
So, siya ang mas makulit. Okay.
I think by far, yeah.
Yes. Sino ang mas direct sa feelings?
What does that mean, direct sa feelings?
Yung
Express.
Oo.
Straightforward yung pagsabi na, ay, ganito.
I think you're the one that...
I think me,
Yeah.
expressive din naman siya, but sometimes I have to coax it out of him na, okay, ano ba talaga yung nararamdaman natin? Like, kasi minsan,
You talk about it.
yeah. Pero minsan nahihirapan siya maging forthcoming and kailangan ko siya, yun nga, parang na-reassure na, no, this is a safe space for you to express your emotions. So, go lang. So, parang mas upfront ako.
Oh, okay. Agree, Emil?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, agree. Okay. Eto na. Sino ang mas mahilig magpakilig? Ay! Wait! Sample! Sample! Sample muna! Sample daw!
Madaming, ano ba yung mga pakilig ko na, minsan mga luma ng style.
Ganon? Tito style?
Bibilan ako ng flowers, gano'n. Parang bibilan ng food, parang...
Minsan kahit walang occasion minsan.
Yung may mga surprises.
Surprises.
Wait lang, natapakan ko yung hair ni Salome. Ang haba! Ang haba-haba. O, di ba? Pero ano ba yung mas nagpapakilig kay Salome?
I think, when you... I like that you're spontaneous. Parang out of nowhere. Baby, tayo basketball, hindi mo pa na-experience yun, di ba? Parang just, just paying attention sa mga sinasabi ko that this is what I like, this is what I don't like. Parang he keeps tabs. So yun, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, or like sa food, di ba? Like
Yeah.
I server.
Yeah, he cooks, prepares the
I
food.
do
Yeah.
Wow, ganun
Breakfast in bed type.
Grabe yung pagkagising mo, may breakfast na?
Princess
Tutulog na lang
treatment.
siya pagising, nakahanda.
Nakahanda na lang.
I think we all deserve princess treatment talaga, mga girlies. Di ba? Yung mga ganyang moments. Ano pa yung mga princess treatment na pinapakita niya sa'yo?
Dami. Like, as in talaga parang helps me get dressed up. Kunyari, pag may taping ako, parang siya yung mag-aalaga sa akin. Like,
I-assist ka niya.
Yeah.
Halimbawa, pag may taping ka or may schedule, di ba? May shoot. Pag naligo siya, paglabas na pagtapos na maligo, nandun na yung makeup kit niya.
Grabe! Grabe yung attention to details. Alam niya yung mga shade, ha? Ng mga,
Yes.
mga pangkilay niya, naka-ready na doon.
Kabisado ko na lahat yan.
Tapos, di ba, sa makeup kit, di ba, naka-organize yan. Ito yung pang skin, ito yung pang eyes, ito yung mga brush. Alam
Alam na niya.
Wow.
Alam mo yun ang mga na-appreciate ng mga babae, yung pinakamaliit na details na re-remember. Di ba? Ang ganda nun. Pero ito, we wanna know, paano naman magpakilig si Salome kay Emil?
Hala!
Paano mo napapakilig si Emil? Ayon.
Gusto mo yung totoo?
Yung totoo mo.
Gusto mo yung totoo?
Yes.
Buka ka na lang ako.
Nakaubad na siya.
Sample! Bakit may sample? Oh my God! Grabe!
Nakaubad na lang siya, although...
Oh my God!
ko sa bahay. Kailangan maghapon hindi ako magbihis. Kailangan ano lang ako doon.
Yes! Oh, ayan mga kamachi, gusto nyo ng totoo, ha? Oh, ayan.
Totoo.
Totoo! Nakakalo! Ay! Grabe, iba. Pero nakikita natin, no, kung gaano nila napupunuan yung mga love language ng isa't isa. Di ba? Natawa siya. Punong-puno ba? Puno. Nakakatuwa. Oh my God. Okay, eto.
Nakanal lang ako sa sarili kong sagot. Nakanal lang ako.
Okay lang yan, no? Sometimes, iba yung pakiramdam pag nagiging real ka talaga, di ba?
Di ba?
Doon tayo sa realidad.
Kasi pag sinangaling, di ba?
Di ba nga, wag lang na mag-sugar coat.
Di ba? Hindi, pinaglilinis ko siya ng bahay. Pinagluluto ko siya. Hindi. Hindi yan ang ginagawa ko.
Mag-uupad lang ako all day.
Uy! Grabe. Pero eto, kung meron kayong message sa isa't isa.
Ala!
Ay! Ayan. Gusto naming marinig. Either yung mga bagay na gusto mong sabihin na hindi mo pa nasasabi or you just wanna say this message.
Alam mo, Tol.
Tol!
Sa akin, wala eh. It's like just every day I'm here for you and whatever comes your way, our way. You know, we'll cope up with it and we'll take care of each other. Di ba? Yun lang.
Ang haba naman ang buhok niya! Hanggang exit na yung buhok niya!
Ako naman, sorry.
Ay, may sorry.
Because I know how difficult it is
Hindi,
to
minsan
take.
kasi sa ano niya, mood swings, ganyan. Sometimes like, you know.
It gets kind of crazy, it gets kind of intense and
Pero ako, I
violent.
still like keep calm and you know, I just
Yeah.
tell her na, sige, labas mo lang kung ano yung kinagagalit mo or anything.
Nakakahiya. Pinahiya ako sa kanya. I think that's always what I want to say first na sorry, it can be difficult to be living with me and to be in love with me, be in a relationship with me, but I'm always grateful for every day that you choose to stay. And yeah, I'm so happy that I'm with you. Parang
Yeah, same with me.
yeah.
Happy to, especially with the cats. May cats kami.
Ah.
Yung 3 cats.
Yeah, kami, cat people kami. Mga junakis namin.
Yun ang anak namin eh, yung cats.
Yeah.
Wow. Ang sarap pakinggan yung mga ganung words, no? Mula sa taong pinapahalagahan mo at pinapahalagahan ka rin. 'Di ba? At mula sa taong mahal ka at minamahal ka rin. 'di ba?
At ito yan, kasi me having a psychiatric facility, tapos pag merong outpatient na ganyan, tapos sasabihin nila na through and through, makikita mo yung support system ng bawat isa. Para sa akin, parang, ay, love talaga. Parang gano'n, di ba? Yung it's true love. Parang hindi ko pa pwedeng ipawalang bahala yung pinapakita nilang pagmamahal sa isa't isa.
Aw, thank you for sharing
Thank you,
this side of
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And parang ang sarap lang magmahal, di ba? Pag nakakarinig ka ng mga ganitong salita. So thank you very much. Pero syempre, hindi pa rin natatapos dyan ang chikahan. Oo.
Oh my God!
Dahil meron pa tayong tinatawag na match or trash. Ito, may mga babasahin ng tayong mga stories sa
nga.
Reddit. Yes.
Sige.
At masasabi natin o aalamin natin kung trash ba or match. Pag match, go lang. Ibig sabihin, tuloy-tuloy lang. And pag trash, let go na. Okay. This one is from Shalala, Konnichiwa, 777. I, 31 male, broke up with my girlfriend, 32 female of 8 years because we're struggling to conceive. And I feel lost about our future together. Ayan. I, 31 male, just broke up. Ayan. Inulit lang niya. In 2023, we found out she has hydrosalpinx. Okay, both tubes are blocked. And doctor said it would be difficult for us to conceive. Though treatment is possible. Having a child has always been my biggest dream. She even told me I could find someone else who can give me a baby. But I stayed because I truly love her. A few months later, her mom and cousin passed away. She became depressed and decided to move out because staying in our home reminded her of her mom. I understand and supported her. Because of everything, we stopped fertility treatment and also faced financial problems. For the past 1.5 years, we've been living separately but we're still together. I started feeling uncertain about our future and got tired of explaining our setup to family and friends. The difficulty in conceiving also weighed heavily on me. Even after the breakup, I still love her. I'm now trying to figure out how to cope with the end of a long-term relationship while managing grief, infertility, and emotional attachment, and how to move forward while respecting both our needs and feelings. Is it
Ang
trash
sakit.
or match?
I think based naman doon sa explanation niya, parang hindi naman sila nagkulang sa pagtatry. Pero I think dahil dumarami na yung naging obstacles nila, like the grief, and yung parang yung inability to conceive nung babae, which honestly para sa akin I think should not be an issue eh. Pero I know kasi there's options like adoption, ganyan. Pero I know that for some people it's important that they go through the journey the conventional way, that they conceive and then
Yeah.
they take care of the pregnancy and the baby together. Maybe that's something that he really wants to experience. So, respeto natin yun. So, I think trash nga kasi parang dumadami na yung conflicts nila.
Nagpapatong-patong
Oo,
na.
parang, and mukha namang binigyan naman nila yung isa't isa ng oras para mag-workout yun. Hindi lang talaga nagtutugma kasi ang dami na eh. Ang dami
Oo.
na nga na eh. What do you think?
Emil, how
Sa
about
akin, parang match pa din siguro. Kasi
Ooh.
they can still work things out. Diba? You don't have to give up something na parang hindi na to, hindi na pwede, hindi na... Meron pa rin yan eh. Kaya pa din eh. Depende rin kasi sa tao sa kanila eh. Diba? So you can still work things out and see what's gonna happen.
it's still match for Emil? Doc, how about you?
Okay, it can be trash for reasons na, ang unang-unang reason kasi sabi niya, gusto niyang magkaanak. At kung yun yung pamantayan mo para sabihin mo na magsama kayo, I guess hindi siya dapat magsama dahil kasi alam mo naman sinabi naman yung totoo na infertile ako dahil because of the blocked fallopian tubes. Second, syempre kung mayaman ako, pwede naman IVF treatment yon. Yun yung pinaka-pwede. Pero sabi nga, financial constraints, so hindi pa rin
Hindi pwede.
And then definitely, pagdating sa ganyan na nakikita mo depressive yung babae, ba't hindi ka naging supportive sa kanya? Parang, di ba, dapat mas nakita mo na okay, regardless na hindi na natin pag-uusapan yung pag-aanak dito. Sana naman naging supportive ka dahil nawala yung mga taong to. Nasa grieving process siya. Tapos ikaw, dinadagdagan mo pa yung nagiging problema niya dahil kasi ang iniisip mo, yung magkaroon ng anak, yung ganyan. So, akala nyo ba, lalong kahit na sabihin mong IVF yan, pwede ma-stress yan. Hindi lahat nagiging successful. For reasons na stress ka na, so pwedeng hindi rin mabuo. So bakit yun yung nagiging pamantayan mo sa pagmamahal sa isang tao na kailangan mag-anak? Pwede namang hindi yun ang pamantayan. I guess you should see these happy people na okay lang na mga fur parents sila na may mga cats sila pero and they are so happy. Oh.
Totoo.
So, trash ako dyan.
Parang
Oo.
you don't have to go through like a specific kind of path for you to say that you led the happy life. Na
Diba?
mag-aanak, mag-aasawa, settle down. Not everybody has to go through that, to earn their happiness.
That's true. And I think doon ako sa perspective nung babae,
Babae?
na parang ang hirap na sabay-sabay nang nangyayari to, yung sa mother niya, and then hindi siya makapag-provide, yung mahal na mahal niya yung lalaki, pero hindi niya mabigay. How frustrating, di ba? Yung ganong feeling. Tapos iiwanan ka pa just because hindi ka bigay,
Bigay.
'di ba? Nung gusto ng lalaki. I think yung lalaki hindi niya talaga ganun kamahal yung babae kasi 'di ba pag mahal mo yung isang tao, may mga kakulangan yung partner mo pero alam mong hindi niya kayang ibigay pero pag mahal mo yung tao, tatanggapin mo eh. And there are ways, 'di ba, para maibsan or matakpan yung mga bagay na hindi niya maibigay. Pero sa case niya, naghiwalay sila. So, meaning talagang hindi rin siya ganun kataas o kalaki yung pagmamahal niya dun sa babae. So, I think it's a trash na.
Yeah, I agree. Kasi ano rin parang naisip ko din yung naisip mo na the girl might be blaming herself.
Yes, yung
Because of-
pinagdadaanan niya, di ba?
Oo, na parang katawan ko to, hindi ko mabigay yung
Diba?
ano ng ano. Tapos, meron pa siyang sinabi na off ako na parang it was getting hard daw to explain,
Explain, yes.
the situation. Yun lang yung problema mo, kuya. Yun lang
True.
yung problema natin.
Kasi iniisip ko, baka pwede pa siya magbago.
Oo. I think
So,
very
parang-
positive kasi si Emil, no? So parang nandun siya
lang.
sa parang bright side lagi na,
Yes.
'di ba? Baka magbago, malay mo naman, 'di ba? Oo. So ayan. Thank you for sharing your story, Shalala. Ito naman another story ni Raspberry Scream. Sabi niya, I wish abortion was legal in the Philippines. Sabi niya, may nakausap akong 16 anyos na may anak at ang partner niya ay 21 years old na walang trabaho.
Alright.
Dinala nila sa PGH ang 5-month-old nilang anak na may sakit. 2 buwan na raw siyang hindi naliligo at natutulog lang sa waiting area ng ospital kasi bawal papasukin ang mga menor de edad sa ward. Kahit kailangan ng bata ang nanay niya. I tried to tell her that she might have been groomed and that her husband is much older than her. But she just said, normal naman yon sa Mindoro. 13-year-old na,
Aray.
buntis na. Matatanda rin ang asawa. Hindi ko pinakita na naiiyak na ako habang nakikinig. I just nodded, but inside my heart was breaking for her. She's so young. She should be out laughing with friends, making stupid teenage memories, discovering the world slowly, not carrying the weight of motherhood beside an employment 21-year-old husband. I hope life still opens doors for her. I hope she still finds chances to grow, to dream, to become more than what this moment has forced her to be. Sometimes stories like this make me wish abortion were legal in the Philippines. Ang hirap ng sitwasyon niya, no?
I think parang right off the bat, parang this child should not be with that person. I think na parang unang-una minor de edad siya and
Yeah.
any relationship with a minor is statutory na siya eh.
True.
So, parang even though I think parang maganda yung sinabi nung OP, nung poster, na she tried to talk to this girl that she may have been groomed. Kasi I think that's the situation.
Yes, and hindi sila aware sa mga ganon, di
Oh,
ba?
hindi sila aware, very normalized eh. So,
Lalo na pag sa province.
Yes, hindi nila alam yung mga ganon.
parang yun nga, parang yung sinabi nung girl na ito yung nakasanayan namin dun sa province namin eh. So, ang hirap kalabanin nun. So, I think na there should have been like, there should have been a guardian or a grown adult in place
Right.
or dun sa support system niya to tell her na this is not the best situation for you to be in, na merong very clear power imbalance in your relationship. Tapos parang ikaw pa yung nanay, ikaw pa yung parang yung socially ine-expect ng mga tao na ikaw yung mag-aalaga ng bata. So that's so much for a 16-year-old child to bear. So immediately trash yung i-trash na natin yung relationship na yan. I hope that when she grows older and kapag nag-develop na yung frontal lobe niya and she can make better decisions, maybe she can see that there are other options for her to raise a family with. Sisan siya na yung bata.
Yeah.
You know, sana makahanap siya ng person. If that's the person na yung baby daddy niya, if that's the person that is the best to raise a child with, why not, di
Yeah.
ba? Pero antayin natin until she is capable of making that decision.
Okay,
Para
so
sa akin.
is it trash or match?
I think trash
Yeah,
kasi
trash.
it's a grooming situation eh. It's
Yeah.
terrible. Like,
Yeah, same with me, trash din siya. And she needs to get out of the situation and punta siya sa DSWD.
Oh,
Diba? Pwede.
Pwede yun eh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
okay.
Okay.
Trash.
When she said na abortion is the answer, nandiyan na yung bata eh. Bakit mo sasabihin to legalize abortion? Oh, alam ko, merong pagkakataon that we really, there's a necessity in some cases, talagang situational cases wherein abortion can be considered legal. But, ang point dito, nag-anak ka, so may responsibility ka. maski minor de edad ka, dapat yung mga magulang nila ang gumawa ng paraan para mas maging maayos yung relationship na to or sila yung gagawa ng paraan na tulungan yung mga batang ito na tama yung pangangalaga sa mga bata. Dahil kasi kung minsan, what does a 16-year-old know about parenting? So what will entail eventually ang mangyayari dun sa bata na 5 months old? Ang laki ng responsibility dito ng mismong mga magulang nitong 16 years old. At saka yung 21, akala niya ganun lang kadali na parang isang iglap magkaka-baby tapos hindi nyo alam kung ano yung mga responsibilities. Sana pagdating sa ganyan, magkaroon tayo ng mas maigting na programa para maintindihan nila regarding safe sex, regarding kung ano yung dapat pagdating sa yung awareness ng ganito, kung may responsibilities involved, what will happen kung may yung parenting situations, yung mga ganyan. Kasi
Yeah.
importante yun eh. So siguro kung sinabi pa niya na sana mas magkaroon ng pagkakataon na itong mga batang ito, alam ko ano yung dapat gawin pagdating sa ganyan. Tama yung sinabi mo, Salome. 16 years old, hindi pa talaga nahuhubog ang brain na to the point na talagang fully developed. Because when you say na brain is fully developed, usually it starts at 18 to 21.
Yeah.
Kaya nga doon nga nagkakaroon ng sinasabing sense of maturity. Pero dahil 16 years old yan, ay, hormonal yan. Kaya nagkaroon ng ganyang pagkakataon na bakit na-involve sila sa mga ganyang sitwasyon. And then eto, lumabas yung bata. Problema talaga. Dahil kasi hindi na alam kung anong gagawin.
Yes. And sa case na to, yung abortion should not be an option.
Oo.
Sa ganitong case ha, ako naniniwala ko lahat tayo ng tao, of course, kaya nga nilagay yung utak natin dito, 'di ba? We all have our decisions. Meron tayong right to decide, no? Meron tayong kapangyarihan to choose, 'di ba? Kung A or B, kung C or D, lahat 'yan. Meron tayong and si girl nagdesisyon siya na gawin 'yon.
Oh.
With a 21-year-old, ito naman si 21-year-old na mas matured na, mas
Hindi
may alam.
tinanggihan.
Yes,
Oh.
mas may alam and mas aware sa posibilidad na mangyari to. So, you have to take that and panindigan nyo. 'Di ba? Kasi yan yung consequence ng action. Kahit pa sabihin nating bata sila o bata pa siya, yung 16-year-old, pero bakit niya alam gawin yun, 'di ba?
Yun
Yun
na
yung
nga
fact
eh.
na yun. So, it's your choice and you have to deal with that. Yun lang yun. So, it's a trash na maging option ang abortion. So,
I
ayan.
think parang ang pagkukulang kasi is siguro dun sa education na na-provide dun sa 16-year-old na
Education starts at home.
Yeah. Na sana she was made more aware of the choices that she has, of the consequences of the actions that she is doing. Kasi I feel like if people were better informed, they would make better choices eh.
Of course.
Totoo din naman. I agree.
Tsaka,
Okay.
hindi rin ako naniniwala na na parang 20 na o 21 matured na. Minsan nasa 30s, 40s, hindi pa rin matured.
Bububaba pa din! Diyos ko!
Oo, ako matagal din ako bago.
Nag-admit ni
May mga
Emily.
kilala tayo, 20s, 30s na, ang bobo pa din magdesisyon. So,
Bata pa rin isip eh.
oo nga eh.
Ay, grabe na. Pero thank you very much for sharing your story, Raspberry Screams. Ayan. Naku, maraming salamat, mga kamachis. Comment down kung anong say nyo sa ating match or trash na segment, ha? Pero ito na. Before we end this episode, syempre gusto lang namin humingi ng message from both of you para sa mga younger generations din na talagang very inspiring and empowering yung story ninyo. Especially in this era.
Ikaw na.
Ako, huwag nyo kaming tularan.
Tapos ang usapan!
Sim. That's really good advice,
Yeah, but it
honestly.
depends on your, thinking, way of thinking.
I think parang wag nyo kami tularan just because nakita nyo kami na ganito. Parang know yourself first.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
Naman.
For me naman, I think keep being true to yourself. yung advice ko to know yourself inside and out, know yourself as fully as you can. Necessary yon for you to be able to live and express your truth. So that wouldn't happen if you don't know what you are, if you don't know who you are. So, ayun. And once that you know yourself fully, always be ready to fight for what you believe in and fight for the lifestyle that you think serves you and that you think honors your truth as a person. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Salome, and thank you very much, Emil. Maraming salamat for sharing your story and for being so real, no? And for allowing us to see this side of you guys. So,
Thank you.
maraming salamat. Thank you very much. And baka you have something to promote, mga projects, where can we follow? Go ahead.
Yeah, bukas may lalabas kami sa pintuan namin.
Abangan natin sila. Ayan na si Tito.
Si Tito!
Tito Jokes.
Lumalabas na siya!
Di na pipigilan.
Thank you, Dead Stock Manila sa shirt, pero hindi ko nasuot eh.
Yun lang. Ulitin natin ito lahat. Okay.
For me naman, you can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My handles on there is SalomeSalvi33. And may Facebook page ako with the blue check, Salome Salvi. And doon yung makikita yung mga updates ko with my work and with my life. I always post. So yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Salome Salvi33 and Salome Salvi with the blue check on Facebook. Thank you.
All right. With a blue check, ha? Thank you very much once again, Salome and Emil. There you have it. And of course, maraming salamat din sa mga mahal nating sponsors. Of course, ang Pixel Image and of course, ang Spotlight Creatives. Maraming salamat for the accommodation. And Doc, you have something to promote? Go ahead.
Of course. Every Tuesday po, Three of a Kind. Yun po yung aming vodcast with Attorney Kapunan and of course, Dr. Lau Jun Banaag.
Alright, maraming salamat, Doki Doc Cams. Ako din, mga kamachis, you can follow me, it's NRMC everywhere sa lahat ng mga social media accounts ko. And don't forget, tumuto kayo sa Vibe. Monday to Saturday yan sa ating bagong time slot. Every Saturday, 6:15 to 8 p.m. na po tayo. Magkita-kita tayo dyan. And please don't forget to follow us. Aba, may Facebook na tayo dito sa Matchmade. May Instagram na rin, may TikTok. Mag-subscribe ka na rin, mga kamachis, sa YouTube natin. Nako, ayan, naabangan ko yung pag-follow ninyo. Once again, thank you very much. Nakasama nyo ang DJ Diva ng Bayan. That's me, Anna Ramsey. At kasama ko rin, syempre, na si Doki Doc Cams, the scientist behind the kinig at sakit ng ulo. And this is Matchmade. Syempre, nakita-kits pa rin tayo every Sunday, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. Dito lang yan sa True FM 105.9. True FM sa True TV, Signal Play, 1PH, and sa Spotify. Kung hindi mo napanood ang mga previous episodes natin, pwede balikan yan sa Spotify and sa YouTube. Muli, magkita-kita ulit tayo next week. Again, Salome and Emil, maraming salamat. Thank you very much. See you ulit, mga kamachis. I love you so much.